Good evening. Harlow is asleep. It's only about 7 o'clock, which is a really rare occurrence for us, so I'm taking the time to just share with you a few of our summer staples that we've used for him all summer long and that we couldn't have lived without. And I thought it'd just be nice to have to look back on, or if anyone else is just a bit nosy like me and just wants to see what we've been using. A lot of these things have been featured in a lot of photos all over Harlow's Instagram and my Instagram as well, so there's definitely a colour theme that you will start to see emerging that we've just loved all summer long. But yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. If you can hear my tumble dryer going in the background, I'm sorry, and if I look a bit dishevelled, that's because it's the end of the day. But I'm just going to get straight on with it. The first thing I actually don't have with me because I left it at my friend's yesterday, but it's the B-Box water bottle, and honestly I don't know why it took me so long to get one. Harlow always drank out of like a free-flowing cup or a straw when we were at home, and then we started going out for like summery days, and obviously it was lockdown, so we never really went anywhere. And then when we started to go out, he had like, we didn't really have a beaker to take with him. They were all like leaky or free flowing, so if he would like tip them everywhere, and they just weren't very good. So I wanted something that was anti-leak and that wasn't gonna, you know, spill everywhere. He wouldn't be able to like soak himself with it. And I found this one, and it's got handles. It's got like a flip lid and a straw that comes out, and it is like a valve straw, so it can't spill. And it was a bit of an adjustment for him to get used to, but we just absolutely love it. I'll insert a picture of it on the screen now, and yeah, I just can't say a bad thing about this beaker. I love it. They also do one that is like a cup, like a free-flowing cup, so I might get that one as well. And they do straps so that it doesn't fall out of the pushchair. A really, really good buy, I think. And yeah, Harlow loves it. The straw is weighted as well, so that when he tips it up. The next thing, kind of similar, is this little cup. It's got a different lid actually that becomes a cup. I think I showed this in a previous haul, which I'll also link below. I will link everything I talk about below, by the way, in the description box below. But yeah, this Done by Dear cup this is the kind of colour theme that we've gone for this year, accidentally. It's like silicone, like a lovely blue, pale blue, almost like a duck egg blue, I'd say. And it's got a little grasp hole, basically, so he can have his water out of this. He could even drink it out like that. But I put his snacks in there, little raisins, little crisps, whatever. Put the lid on, and this has kept him quiet many a time in the pushchair, in the, you know, wherever. And he loves to find the little raisins out, little things out, and I think it's just amazing. If he tips it like that, they're not all just going to go flying out. I mean, maybe if you had a few raisins in there, they might escape, but all in all, a really, really good purchase. Going with the same sort of colours and silicone again is these little jelly shoes. I don't know if you can see those properly, but again I'll link them below. And these are Lywood design. I got these off Scandinavian, and I couldn't decide between the cream and these, and I definitely would have liked both, but he's just lived in these and they grow out of them so fast, don't they? So I first decided that he needed some. We went paddling in a little stream, and obviously the rocks on his feet, I didn't want anything to cut his feet or hurt his feet. So I said he needs some little sandals like this that he can wear in the water. And these, you can rinse them in the tap, you can clean them, like they're really, really durable. He's wore them all summer, and honestly there's not really any scratches on them. They're a little bit dirty on the bottom because we went to the farm this morning. I have cleaned them, but they just need a proper clean. But yeah, you can see the grooves are really good, and we got these when he hadn't been walking for that long. He was still quite an early walker, and you know what? He just found them so comfortable. They don't rub his feet. They're not too heavy. He's been really good with these. And on the side is like a little popper, so instead of having to buckle it up, because that was something I looked at and I thought, I'm not sure about that, but it just pops closed and open, which is so easy. Honestly, if it was one like this, I wouldn't be recommending them because that's just a hassle, isn't it? But just for ease of pop on and off, and you can still adjust the band as well around the ankle. Yeah, really sturdy. He's wore these in the sea. He's wore these in the rivers, in puddles, in the rain. They're really good as well because, you know, when it's hot days and it's raining, he's just had these on because it just washes off. I cannot recommend these enough. We'll definitely be buying these again next summer and stuff like that. I think that these were a size 3, so either 3 or a 20, but he is definitely starting to outgrow these now. I just love them. What else can I say? Nothing else to say about that one. Another absolute summer staple, as everyone knows, is sun cream, especially for babies. And Harlow has got quite sensitive skin. He didn't really to start with, and then he came out in like a red rash. He wasn't very old, only a few months old, and I took him to the doctors and they gave us this cream, and it just made it worse. I swear it just made it worse. Every time I put it on him, he was screaming, like it sounded like it was really hurting him. So I was talking to one of my friends and she said, oh my goodness, the Child's Farm products are so good for sensitive skin, and she had a spare bottle upstairs of the lotion and she gave it to me, and it has changed our life for the better. I know it sounds dramatic, but when it's your baby's skin, you do worry, don't you? So we use their bubble bath, their shower, like their body wash, their lotion, and now their sun cream. They do this in a roll-on form as well, like a ball, and it is quite expensive. I think this was about £10, but we did get an offer on it, and this is a spray nozzle. It's a bit covered in sand because we've had it at the seaside. Honestly, I can't tell you how many times I've used this, and it's still really full. So it's amazing for the money. It's factor 50 SPF kind of thing. Unfragranced. It's so good. We tried a different one on him sort of towards the start of the summer, just one that we bought from like Tesco's or somewhere, and it was fine on his body, and we put it on his face and he like rubbed it all in his eyes, and he came out in such a bad rash, and we like panicked, washed it off him, and luckily the rash did go away, and I said to Ash, we need to get a good one. So that one now is a firm favourite of mine, as all their products are, and even though they are a little bit more pricey, I just don't like to compromise when it comes to Harlow and his skin. So yeah, absolute another favourite, another summer staple. Another one, again with the blue silicone, is this little Scrunch bucket. Sorry if this is a bit dirty as well, it's well loved, and a little spade inside as well. This did have a logo on, which is kind of peeled off, but I'm not bothered about that. I got this from, I think it was Acorn and Pip, possibly, but they do this on John Lewis, they do this on Scandibone as well, I think, and I'm obsessed with this colour. They had a darker blue, a pink, a yellow, they had loads of colours, and it's basically like squishy silicone. So you can roll this up in your bag, throw it in your bag. The handle's like fabric, so it's not, you know, most bucket and spades are really annoying and you just can't store them anywhere in the car or in your handbag or anything like that. This one is just amazing. We love it. He loved to put little stones in it, collecting all the water from the sea. He's even used this at home to like put little things in. We really love it, so I'll definitely be buying more of their things. They do blow up inflatable balls that you can like take to the beach with you, frisbees, a little watering can which looks really cute, and I just really love their stuff. The spade especially has been Harlow's favourite. The bucket's a bit heavy for him to carry, especially if it's got stuff in it, but this little spade is perfect, like 1-year-old sized for them to carry in their little hands, and he tries to like dig things out. It's just so cute to see him playing, and I think without these, yeah, our beach trips would not have been as fun, so I love those. The next thing, along with the SPF kind of sun protection vibes, is this hat. Again, really well loved, really dirty now, it's got all sun cream. I have washed it, sun cream on it. This is the original Flap Happy sun hat. And the reason I wanted this is because I wanted one with a tie string, you tie it in a little bow, and Harlow had Velcro ones, he would just rip them off. I tried so many different hats for them, and he hates a hat, he just doesn't love wearing them. But this one, he kind of, once it's tied, he'll just leave it alone, and it's a really wide brim as well, which is just what I wanted because it really protects his face from all the sun, and it's so cute as well. After I have washed it a few times, it's not the same, I will admit. Like the first few times he wore it, it was crisp, it was fresh, like you can't beat it. So maybe, you know, it is, you know, a little bit more expensive than maybe just a normal one. But if your baby rips his hat off, this is definitely what I would recommend. I absolutely love it. It's in all of our summer photos pretty much. He's wore it the whole time. And yeah, it's just a stunning hat. What else can I say? I'm pretty sure it's got all the protection as well, like sun protection built in. Is it, what's it called? Like the UV protection. And yeah, it is white, it is going to get dirty, but they did do other colours, and I mean you can get another brand, it doesn't have to be them, but I really love that one. I cannot recommend that hat enough. It's so cute. Yeah, I think a bit of vanish and all those stains should come out and it should be good as new again, so definitely worth the money. And then I think this is our final one, and these again might be a bit muddy from the farm this morning. Harlow's reins, and I know you can get the backpacks, but they're quite expensive. Like, they wear the backpacks, and especially with the summer, I didn't want him to be over like hot and bothered with a big backpack on his back, with like the reins attached. I know they're really good. But these, I was looking, I love the like, old-fashioned leather ones, and people make them, independent sellers make them on like Etsy, and I found some people through Instagram, but they were really expensive, like £50 for a set of reins. And when you know you're going to be on the beach, you're going to be running around, I just couldn't justify it. Like, that's just crazy. So I understand why it's so expensive, but anyway, it just wasn't within our budget. So I found these ones on Argos website. They're Cuggle, and they're really cute. They're a nice neutral blue and like a white, because most of them are black, and he doesn't really wear a lot of dark colours, so I knew it would like stand out loads, and obviously it would get hot in the sun. So this again isn't just summer, we will be using this for a really long time to come. But Harlow doesn't like to hold your hand now that he's walking. He's a hand holder, like when he's having a snuggle, he loves to hold your hand. But when he's walking, he literally pushes you away and he goes, I'm going my own way. He's so headstrong, you just cannot keep him. And it just upsets him then, and I worry about him falling. This is just a little bit of peace of mind that I've got a little bit of, if he falls, you can kind of pull them back up, can't you? And I think reins are a little bit controversial, to be honest, but we've really loved these and we'll be using these for a while, I think. Just to let him have that independence that he really wants, to mooch around and look where he wants to look, but still have the safety that you've got them, especially for 1-year-olds, like that's still so young. And if I say to him, come back, he just laughs and runs the other way. So you do definitely need a hand on them, and it just saves a bit of stress. What else can I say? I love them. Another Cuggle thing that we've been loving, again I haven't got it upstairs, but I will insert a picture and a link below. Again, we got from Argos, and it is the stroller that we bought. Now, we went on holiday to Wales and we went in my small car, and we couldn't fit our big Maxi Cozy pram in the car. It was just not going to be practical, and especially for little beach trips, we wanted something a little bit more lightweight that would just fold up, go in the car. I did want one of the really compact folds that you can use in like airplanes, you can take them abroad and they can go in the cabin with you. I think those sorts of ones are lovely, and when you start looking, let me tell you, this consumed me for weeks before we went away. I was looking at strollers, I was getting all like, I really want this one, I really want this one. And for the money, I know a stroller is good, but we spent quite a lot of money on our Maxi Cozy big pram, so we didn't want to spend loads, and they are really expensive. So we just decided to go with an umbrella fold, and again I was looking at one that was a little bit more pricey, around the £100 mark, and it was like a rose gold frame. It was absolutely stunning. It was like a cream, it was lovely, but it wasn't going to come until like September or something stupid, and we needed it that week. So I found one on Argos, which is this one, and you know what? It's so it was £40, which I think is really cheap for a stroller, and even if we use it just this year, he's definitely got the use out of it. It lies all the way back, which is what I wanted. If he has a little nap, you can lie him all the way down. The hood is fully extendable, so it keeps the sun off him. It's got a little basket at the bottom, it brakes nicely, it steers nicely, it's really lightweight. I don't think it's too low either, some of them are really low. My partner Ash is quite tall, so he says it's really low down, but for little people like me, it's absolutely fine. And yeah, it's been a really good stroller. The only thing I will say is that the feet usually have like a bit that flips up so that their feet can be extended out, and it doesn't have one of those. So when he was having a nap in it, he is kind of lay flat and then his legs hang over the edge a little bit. And Harlow's only small, he's 15 months old now, but he's not a massive 15 months old, he's still quite little, but he feels this pram, it's not even a pram, sorry, this stroller, he feels this stroller quite well. And it says up to 3 years. I think if you were still had your kid in it at 3 years, then you'd be pushing it a little bit. Their feet would be on the floor. It's quite low down, but we still love it. Like, I've been really happy with it. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it really. I'll maybe insert a little bit of footage as well of us pushing him around. Yeah, £40. My mum bought the rain cover. It didn't come with a rain cover, so we bought a red kite universal rain cover, and it fits perfectly. It's actually better than our Maxi Cozy one. Our Maxi Cozy one's so stiff and it doesn't go on very well, but this one's really compact. You fold it up really small, and I love it. And then my dad actually gave us the money for the stroller as well, so thanks Dad, which was really, really kind of him. And Harlow's had some really nice times in it. He loves it. It doesn't have a bar either, and stuff like that. We put a liner in it, like a pram liner, just to make it a bit cozier for him. But yeah, if you're on the hunt for a budget stroller, just cheap for the summer or whatever, I would really recommend the Cougar one. Again, like I said 1,000 times, I'll link it down below. I think that might be it. I also loved his Sainsbury's swim nappy shorts. It was basically little swim shorts but a built-in swim nappy. If they're still on the website, I will link them below, but if not, I'll just put a little picture of them. And I think they were like £5 or something, and he's got so much use out of them. I bought 12 to 18 months because I wanted them to be on the slightly bigger side, and they've lasted really well. He'll be in these, I think, when we go swimming for quite a while. So they're like a swim nappy, which is really good. You just wash it. Yeah, and he looks so cute. The print is beautiful. You would not know that it was £5. I would have said it was quite expensive. Like, the print's really delicate and detailed, but I do find that with Sainsbury's things, sometimes their prints are just lovely. They're so sweet. I think he looks adorable in them, and he loved playing with them on the beach. And he went in Breen Sea, and if anyone has been to Breen, you will know that the sand on that beach and the sand in the sea is like mud. It's brown. It's worse than mud because it doesn't come out. And I washed them and it came out absolutely fine, so I'm really happy with those as well. Oh, sorry if I've rambled a million miles an hour and just like blurted everything out at you, but I think this is a really sweet video to film, and I love watching stuff like this. I think it'll be nice to look back on as well in years to come and see his little like shoes that he wore and stuff like that, and just see what we used. I'll try and do one of these actually for like every sort of season, every year. I'd really love to sort of keep up with what we've been using, because obviously it will change as he gets older and as the weather obviously varies. We've bought him some really lovely wellies. They're not going to go in this video because it's not really summer appropriate, but as the rain comes in, he is going to live in them. I know he is. So yeah, that's it really. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, it feels a bit strange filming like a bit of a sit down. I feel a bit formal. I prefer kind of like a vlog style, where I'm just chatting, but I guess that's what this is. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry if I've rambled loads, but yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. The straw will just naturally fall where the water is, which is amazing. I've never seen that before in a water bottle, so yeah, absolutely love that. It won't just be a summer staple, it'll go on to be, you know, all year round, but obviously in the summer, when it's hot and they're on the beach or whatever, you want to make sure they have enough fluids. So that's really handy for just taking with us, and I know it's not going to leak in my bag. So I love that one.